Okay, Smackdown. Smackdown. Number one, since I don't think a lot of people have addressed this, and I wish this could have been addressed today or yesterday, but technically yesterday was the 20th anniversary of the first ever episode of Smackdown, or the pilot episode of April 29th, 1999. I don't know why they did not address this on TV, but then again, today is the 30th, so we can't really address it, but it's an interesting thing just because, well, we all know SmackDown's been on the air for pretty much 20 years at this point, okay? And I know they've already had the 1,000th episode a year ago and everything, but it was just something to address just because it was like the first ever thing. It was the pilot episode at the time. But yes, I did feel like that needed to be addressed though. Just because, 20 years and everything. Pilot episode. But, speaking of SmackDown, what are we here again? Ohio State, I think they were in tonight. Or was it Columbus, Ohio? Yeah, I think it was Columbus, Ohio. I believe it was Ohio State University. So, it's a lot of blue going on tonight on here. Speaking of blue, I will say one thing, and it's just kind of been on my mind throughout the day before even into SmackDown. What the fuck was that Sonic the Hedgehog trailer, man? As a person that plays a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog games for years, since the damn Dreamcast, and even played Genesis 1, but played the Dreamcast first, so I went back to the game on the other games on the Genesis. I don't know what that is that came out today. It doesn't even look like a damn hedgehog. Okay? Detective Pikachu looked better than that. At least they look like the legit Pokemon. I don't know what this is. Or with Jim Carrey's Dr. Eggman, Robotnik, whatever. I don't know what the fuck going on with that. I don't know. Where are the gloves? Where's his gloves at? Where's Sonic's gloves? I get the spin dash, but why is he turning lightning? Almost like lightning with it. And I can go many reasons to why there's a lot wrong with that damn movie. Okay? I don't get that. His face. I know people say about the teeth. Why is Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise playing in the background for it? I've heard a lot of tracks throughout that video game series, which has been really great. Most of my favorites are the damn Knuckles ones, if you know what I'm talking about. SA2 or whatever. But I don't know, man. I just wanted to say something about that. Maybe I should go in full video of that sooner or later. But I just wanted to see something just off, what I saw today of here. And what I don't know. This is Paramount, I have to remember. These people don't give a shit about whatever fans. If you played this video game for years, I blame Sega for putting it in the hands of this. Fans could have made a better movie. Most likely they could make a better movie than this. Or whatever they had going on. I'm sure people already know this is a cash grab. So, I don't know. That shit just pissed me off looking at it. And just so many very questionable things. I have no idea what they're doing with this franchise at this point. Still play video games though. Mania was great. Not sure about Forces though. But yeah, let's get on to SmackDown. Enough of me on that damn Sonic the Hedgehog trailer. Maybe say that for another time. They ain't rehire 100p. Make the damn hip hop tracks for Knuckles again. I can tell you that shit. That shit was raw. But going into SmackDown, tonight, we kicked it off with Michael Cole in the ring as he welcomed Kofi Kingston out there, who was by himself throwing pancakes, the WWE champion. And Cole pretty much brought up how, Kofi's road to getting the WWE championship, from the Elimination Chamber to the gauntlet matches on SmackDown, all the way into WrestleMania when he finally won the championship. And Kofi said, he learned along the way that, never stop pushing, never give up. And, he was proud to share this moment with his brothers at WrestleMania, his family, his wife, everything. And, Cole says he's known Kofi his entire career in WWE, and he said he was happy for him. but you don't get that type of magical moment at WrestleMania. Some say it was possibly the greatest WrestleMania moment of all time. I don't listen. I'm glad Kofi won, and it was an incredible moment, a very big WrestleMania moment. But I don't even know if I want to say the greatest WrestleMania moment of all time. Now I don't know if I want to go. I don't know if I want to go that far. Okay, that's something I don't know if I want to go that far about, but it's a great moment though. But I don't know if I want to put that in the greatest moment though. But yeah, that was something I was like the greatest moment of all time. I'm like, okay, I'm all for Kofi winning. It was a great moment, but still, that's debatable. That's a long debate, which I don't even know if I would even put in the top 10 in that. Maybe, I don't know. But moving on from that, pretty much as they showed him win the championship, and him winning was like next to the birth of his children and everything. And with him being the champion, Cole brought up, yes, you are the champion, but now you have a giant target on your back. And I guess Kevin Owens was the first one to challenge you, since he betrayed the New Day last week. Kofi pretty much said he had to put some blame on himself because he thought there could be a change in Kevin Owens, but nope, he's still the same guy. And the New Day believes in second chances, and they wanted to do that. But Kevin Owens is just going to be Kevin Owens, as Kofi said. But Kofi pretty much said that, he was standing on his head, and, Owens he wants to take the WWE title from him, and the challenge is at Money in the Bank, which the challenge is accepted, so the WWE title will be on the line there at Money in the Bank. But Owens said, Owens came out pretty much saying that Kofi, you got your moment at WrestleMania. It doesn't make it any bigger than that. But none of these people believe that you are championship material, and that even Owens says you are not championship material, as he said. But as Kevin Owens continued to talk in his promo, Xavier Woods jumped him from behind, but Owens pretty much ended up super kicking him in. Kofi had chased to save Woods, but Owens got out of dodge. Kofi pretty much checked on him then after that, and helped him up as the segment ended from there. Which it wasn't bad, but even though it was just kind of recapping everything in the past few months that we already know how Kofi even got the title to begin with. But Owens pretty much saying why he wants the title now, pretty much saying people don't think he's championship material, why he even betrayed the New Day to begin with. Like, it wasn't a bad segment or anything, just a little more, because I think they were going to continue with the Kevin Owens show later on from that, but it wasn't a bad promo, I will say. Next thing you know, Bayley came out, since she is one of the women announced for the Money in the Bank ladder match for the Smackdown side. Pretty much as Becky was out there, they pretty much had a big introduction for Becky Lynch. As she's Becky 2 belts, and she made history main event in WrestleMania. And I'm surprised she didn't almost cut the same promo again, now that I think about it. Either about Ronnie, you little weirdo, which that's really great to say. Or about Charlotte or Lacey Evans right now. The match wasn't bad, I will say that, between Becky and Bayley. Bayley ended up trying to do the top rope elbow, but Becky pretty much put her knees up and took her arm and put her into the disarmer. Next thing, right after, Charlotte comes out, big boots Becky and throws Bayley into the post, and pretty much, celebrate after that, and pretty much walk around saying that was too easy. Nothing much to really say from that segment. It wasn't a bad match, but something you would usually expect. All right, Charlotte comes out, throws them both out of there. Fans somewhat cheer, boo in a way. So we all know where this is going. And I've said this before about these matches at Money in the Bank. Do not be surprised if Becky ends up losing one of these belts. And to be honest, I'd see the SmackDown one losing to Charlotte. So I wouldn't not be surprised if that happens. Okay? So there you go. They did another interview in the back with Aleister Black as he was sitting in a dark room, saying that fear is a powerful and paralyzing tool. And as Black said, the nature of war that people do not understand, and talked about his opponents trying to figure him out, because when they hear the count of the 1, 2, 3, it is in his favor, and that any chance of extinguishing the fear leaves Earth, as he says. And that his opponents look into his eyes and they see the abyss, and shows him something they don't want to see, it's going to fade to black. So still reintroducing Aleister Black there to the people. I don't know he's gonna wrestle on here, but we'll see what comes from that. Next thing you know, after that, the Hardys come out. Jeff Hardy is hurt, which I don't even know. I didn't even know he was even hurt, to be honest. I think it's his leg. I honestly don't even know what his injury is. I really don't. But I guess it's something to do with his leg or ankle. I'm not really sure. I need to go look that up because I didn't really hear anything. But then it's just I kept hearing about the Hardys going to get the titles. I said, why? And, the Hardys came out there, Matt and Jeff pretty much said the reason why he's going to be out, which was him getting, the Hardys getting beat up by Lars Sullivan a few weeks ago. That's the reason why Jeff Hardy's out. So I guess they could just use his injury to get Lars over since, the guy was so destructive. He hurt Jeff Hardy and put him on the shelf for multiple months. And Jeff said he's going to be out for an extended period of time. Matt said they had to relinquish the titles, but they would be back when Jeff Hardy returns, and they will become the tag team champions again. Sullivan then came out, pretty much knocking Matt Hardy out the ring, which Jeff is just... And let me just say this. I know he's on a crutch and everything, but by God, how slow was it for you to get out the damn ring? This dude was like, Matt's getting beat up, and it's just like he's just like steadily trying to get through those ropes. I don't know if it's the leg or ankle or anything, but it's just like he was like slowly. I was at one point, I was like, just roll out of the damn ring. Just, you had enough time to get out. And Sullivan's looking at Jeff, and then think he's about to get him, but Matt tried to make the save again, but he ended up hitting with a freak accident. He kept trying to come at Jeff after that. Jeff tried to hold up his crutch, but next thing you know, R-Truth came from behind and hit him with a steel chair. Lars pretty much no-sold it, punched the chair out of Truth's hand, and he ended up hitting the freak accident and a running sit-down power bomb after that. So once again, Truth gets attacked. Was it 2-3 weeks in a row he's gotten beat up now by a power bomb, and he's beat up the Hardys too. And let me just say this. When you see Jeff Hardy finally get out the ring once Truth saves him, Sullivan's walking to the back. You see Jeff on the side of the ground just laying there for some reason. I said, why is he laying on the ground? He didn't even get attacked. He didn't even trip. So what I didn't understand what was going on with that. Like, why is he on the ground for? But at least this was, I will say, at least Sullivan got some heat and a reaction this time where the people actually booed, because he beat up people that people actually care about, even though he's already beaten up 3 of these guys to begin with, which he got no reaction to, but I guess he got a reaction this time. So we still don't know why Sullivan just beats up everybody he just does, and he's beating up the Hardys and R-Truth again. So there you go. I will say this here though, it does suck that Jeff Hardy is going to be out for a long number of time. I don't know any other tag teams on this damn show, okay? Like, and then I'll get to the oh god, more shakeups tonight. We'll get to that too. But who you did have the Hardys, but I guess Matt's gonna be on his own now, and I don't even know where Matt Hardy goes on. I don't know. He'll be singles. He's not broken anymore. I don't know. Does he go for what? Nah, it's not gonna be an Intercontinental title right now. I don't know what is Matt gonna go against Lars Sullivan. Is that gonna be the thing? I don't know, but it does suck just because they just recently came back as a tag team, and it's like Jeff said, we never even got to defend the damn belts. Never got a chance to even defend them. So I don't know when Jeff Hardy will be back. It does suck. So hopefully when he comes back though, they'll be team again. But honestly, what other teams do we have on here? Like, seriously, because now we got crown new champions, which maybe it'll be a tournament, or I don't know. They'll do some multi-man match to determine new champions. Because who do you got? Rusev and Nakamura? I'm trying to see who else y'all got as a team, to be honest. I really don't know a lot of teams on SmackDown. Who the fuck else did they move to SmackDown? Wow, I'm really going to blank on here. I'm trying to not get into the team that was moved tonight, but I don't even consider them as much a team. Oh yeah, Heavy Machinery. I forgot about them. They're on SmackDown. So we got like 3 teams, I think, maybe 4. I'm personally not sure. I am personally not sure how many tag teams, but you just lost a very top tag team because a lot of the other tag teams I don't think people really care about in general or don't give really any shits about them, okay? So there you go. Next thing you know, Smackdown, they announced their Money in the Bank competitors, Mustafa Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade Cien Almas, and Randy Orton, which I actually thought was going to be Almas versus Finn at Money in the Bank for the Intercontinental title, but I don't see that happening now. We'll get to that later on. Kairi Sane and Asuka went against Jobbers. I do not like their theme songs kind of mashed up together. It doesn't work because they just start with Kairi's, then they go to Asuka's, then they kind of switch back and forth, and it doesn't look like they mesh well in their theme songs. And Paige is there because Paige, which I didn't know who these women were. One looked like Poison Ivy from Batman, and I didn't know who the other girl was. So there you go. And then they had the Iconics on commentary, which just I know their gimmick is supposed to be annoying to get heat, but it's like I wanted to mute my TV just because they were just annoying-ish. They had damn near go-away heat to me, and I don't understand why people even defend these two, the Iconics, half the time, because they just fucking suck. I'm sorry, they fucking suck. This one makes me question why they are the champions, but I can see more and more why Sasha is not in this company right now due to this type of bullshit with these two as the champions. And I'm assuming Kairi and Asuka get the championship soon enough, or they'll get a shot at Money in the Bank, because that's what like the Iconics said something, but I just could not hear them at one point because they just kept talking. It was just like birds screeching something at that point. I'm like, shut the fuck up already. Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose were watching on the monitor in the back as they talked about Paige, and then they talked about who's going to be in the Money in the Bank match, which Mandy pretty much said to Sonya, listen, man, I know what's going on here, and we know you want that shot. And Sonya said, you know what, yeah, you're going to try to think it better than me, but you know what, I'm going to let you have it. You're going to keep, you got your women's title shot not that long ago, so you deserve it. You get to be in the match. So I'm assuming one of these two are going to turn on each other. That's what I'm gonna see. Sonya's gonna turn on Mandy now since she let her go into the Money in the Bank ladder match. Since they kind of started arguing, it's almost like every time I see these two, it's like 1 minute they want to break them up, 1 minute they want to keep them together. 1 minute they want to break them up, then they kind of keep them together. So are they really still a team? Because it's almost like they kind of show forms of deception, and it looks like it's happened before with them arguing and who was gonna turn, but then it's all cool in their team. Now, this time, one of them's letting them go in the Money in the Bank ladder match, so I don't know if one will turn on the other, which I feel like Deville may turn on Rose, which I guess that makes her the heel, even though they're both healed. I don't know. I got no idea, okay? So, I'm not even sure about that. Roman Reigns. Well, he didn't get booed out the building. He got cheers, I can say that, or a mixed reaction. He came out and talked about making a first impression, and his first impression was, knocking out Vince, and he said that wasn't part of the plan, but, it could have been anybody that could have got punched, and, that the big dog is his yard now. Next thing you know, Shane McMahon, a man that has two feuds right now on both Raw and SmackDown. One fighting The Miz, one fighting Roman Reigns. Soon enough, this man will be the WWE champion. I tell you, Shane McMahon, they will make this man the champion, okay? Shane McMahon came out, though, and, of course, he did his best in the world thing with Greg Hamilton, and pretty much told Roman, this might be the yard, but the McMahon family owns the land, okay? They own the land. But Roman said, when Vince was in his yard, it was his yard though, but Roman pretty much, he was on his feet, and Vince was lying on his back, as he said. And Shane said that, that Vince McMahon is a national treasure that you attacked, and now you were lying on your back last week, pretty much, because Roman even said that your dad owns the land, not you, okay? But Roman said that you had Elias's help to get me last week, and Shane pretty much He said he would come down there and, take him out right now, but he was busy. He needs to get on a jet. He's got to go with some coach in Michigan, Haribo in Michigan. And we got to, I got to start working out to get ready for my cage match with The Miz. Next thing you know, the shakeup continues. The B team are on SmackDown. So this is the trade. We're going to put Gallows and Anderson on Raw. And we're going to put the B team on SmackDown. Where is this going to go with these two? Nowhere. It's not going anywhere. Which I forgot they were even still a team at this point. The B team. This is the best you have to offer to SmackDown. The B team. Think about that shit. The B team. Just think about that. Makes no sense. But he said that Roman would be in a handicap match then. And, Roman says, what are you going to do? Blindfold me with an arm tied behind my back? But Shane says, you know what? We're going to have a special guest enforcer, which was Elias and everything, who was dressed as the referee. And I'm sitting there like, so he's going to fight the B team in a handicap match. I'm like, this should be really easy, in my opinion. I don't know, because I guess Elias was somewhat the referee in a way also, which you could see him just taking multiple shots at Roman throughout the match, even pulling the referee's leg after he got the Superman punch on Dallas and, Axel out there. And after they pretty much pulled the referee in, they started jumping Roman, and Elias came back several times. I'm saying if this guy's dressed as a referee, he could have just came in and counted for him when they got the pin, but no, or just fast counted. But they even tried to get the guitar, and Roman ended up dodging that, and he hit Elias with a Superman punch, and then he just speared Axel and won. So I like, you gotta make Roman look super strong because it's Roman, okay? It's Roman. There you go. And it's just like, so this is the best Shane McMahon's throwing at Roman, huh? You threw the B team at him, and now you threw Elias back at him, 3, which the guy just ended up killing these guys now. So there you go. All right. I don't know where. I have no idea where this is going. Okay. I don't know. Elias, this guy is already kind of dead in the water when he looks at it, which I don't see him winning at Money in the Bank in general. He's most likely going to lose. The B team, it's like, this is the best y'all got. This is the heel versus face thing that going on, because it's not working. Okay. All right, and Roman just beat these guys. He beat up. How many times he beat up Elias now again? What was it? I wouldn't say 2 weeks in a row, just because it happened last week. But yeah, he beat him up before that, and now he beat the B team. So how are you gonna take them seriously moving to SmackDown if they're still gonna end up losing? And Roman beats all 3 of these guys. They all look like goofballs now. Okay, so hey, there you go. The topic of the day, or the word of the day, is Bray Wyatt would say, make Roman look strong. Why they're gonna push this guy back for the title? They're going to push him for the belt. It's happening. You know it's fucking happening. Don't be surprised. Because it's going to happen. But I just don't understand this. But I tell you, man, Shane McMahon gets 2 feuds, Raw and SmackDown. Guy will be the WWE champion soon enough. Watch out. What else happened after this? They played the Firefly segment again. Tag team match, Ali and Finn Balor versus Randy Orton and Andrade. Zelina Vega came out talking, saying that the best night of everyone's night was going to be graced by the presence of Andrade. Pretty much almost got the mic then. He pretty much said he had no respect for Balor and Ali, and told Orton anytime he wanted to get in the ring with him, he'd teach respect too, which Orton pretty much didn't. I don't even think he understood what he was saying. Like, what? You hear him say, what? Almost. Like, what is he talking about? All right. And which sometimes I understand why they even let Almas talk. I've said this before. I know he's trying to speak English and everything, but his accent is so thick, it's a little bit hard to understand him. But then again, if you have Vega right there and she is the manager, shouldn't she just be the one talking? Does he really need to talk if she's the one doing all the talking? A lot of that doesn't make sense. As for the match itself, it was just kind of whatever, which is literally the same thing when you think about it on Monday Night Raw. Okay? Nobody didn't really have to compete to be in Money in the Bank. No qualifying matches. What do? 2 faces, 2 heels, tag them up together, boom, boom, boom. That's how they do it. Both Raw, both SmackDown. I'm not going to say 50-50 booking, but copy and paste booking. Same tag match here, Same tag match there. Different night. There you go. What? Balor and Ali won. Sling Blade, 450 splash on Almas. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. RKO on Balor after that. Ali pretty much super kicked Orton out of the ring then with him standing tall. Could see these most likely some singles matches next week anyway, so they'll probably go one-on-one with each other. So, hey, that's WWE booking for you, alright? Tag match. You're in the Money in the Bank, we gotta do a tag match for some reason. Copy and paste off of Monday Night Raw. They didn't talk to Ember Moon or whoever this girl interview. I don't even know who this new interview girl they got. She said Smackdown, by the way. She didn't even say Smackdown. She said Smackdown. Think about that. Moon pretty much said she was in the Money in the Bank match. So it's Carmella, which, because Carmella is money. And pretty much says, like, didn't you win because, which I guess they were going to bring up James Ellsworth, but I guess they couldn't bring him up, that's look like Moon's about to say, but Carmella says, no, we're not going to talk about that. And she's going to say Mella is money. She's going to be the second women's Money in the Bank winner in history. So that's all the women you have: Bayley, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, and Carmella. Which I will say, at least the SmackDown side looks better than the Raw side right now, okay? Because I don't know what bullshit they were putting on last night with Raw, okay? I've said this before, I like Naomi, but Dana Brooke, I have no why they put this girl. I've already said it before, Dana Brooke looks unrecognizable to me at this point. I don't even, I don't know what is up with that girl, but she is unrecognizable at this point with her face. Natalia, I don't know. She's not over, and that weird argument thing they did with them, it's just, I don't get what that was. Bliss, I'm just sick and fucking tired of Alexa Bliss, and God forbid they put the Money in the Bank on her again like they did last year, okay? So, I don't know, but at least the SmackDown side looks better just in general, alright? Hopefully SmackDown does win, because Raw won last year, so someone from SmackDown gotta win. Kevin Owens came out for the Kevin Owens show, since the only difference is no signs, desk graphics, anything, no banners. We're not going to do all of that because that's something the New Day would do, and this is his show, and he was going to finish his point, what he meant to say earlier, that Kofi's not championship material, and that he's going to relive the burden of Money in the Bank, and that he's going to be positive, he's going to take the WWE title from him. But his guest tonight was going to be Xavier Woods, so you hear the story himself, but next thing, since Woods thing, come out there, he had an action figure of Woods and an action figure of Biggie with a cast on him, saying, tell us what's on your mind and everything, and, he knows what they're thinking, which, you end up kicking the chair with the action figures to the ground then. Pretty much right after that, Kofi came out, he was pissed. He ended up charging at Kevin Owens, which could have been a bigger reaction for that brawl, but he ended up charging at him. Yes, he ended up charging at him, knocking him out of the ring. Yes, he ended up charging him, pretty much knocking Kevin Owens to the ground. They brawled, went through the announce table. Kevin Owens tried to, rake his eyes and everything, and pretty much get out of there, pretty much going into the crowd. Kofi pretty much talked some trash, saying he was still coming for him, and that was the end of the segment. So, I don't know, the segment was alright, I guess, just to set up more of that match for Money in the Bank. Owens didn't really say that much there, other than bringing out the action figures and kicking them to the ground. The brawl was okay for what it was, I will say that. I didn't like the crowd react that much, I felt like, but it was just kind of, it was what it was for right there. I will say that. So it wasn't like that. Like I said, it wasn't bad or anything, but it just kind of a little bit kind of flat near the end. Okay, like I said, SmackDown was kind of, it was just okay in general, I should say. Like Raw sucked. I already said that Raw sucked last night, and I'm trying to say SmackDown wins by default most of these times, but this was kind of like to okay in a way, just to what I saw on here. Like the Money in the Bank participants, I don't really mind them. Like I said, no, it's no qualifying matches, but I'm not really mad who's in it and everything. Still copy and paste tag matches just like last night for whatever. Okay, this Roman thing, I'm really trying to understand where they're going with this B team and even Elias thing, because I don't even know why they put the B team on SmackDown. You pretty much fed him to Roman. Let's bring a new tag team in and let's feed him to Roman. There you go. Shane McMahon, he's got 2 feuds going on right now. Sullivan beating up the Hardys. Well, at least it, gained some heat. Just, say he took out Jeff Hardy and everything. But I don't even know where the tag team titles go on at this point. So we'll see from that. Becky versus Bayley wasn't really a bad match and everything. Kind of expected Charlotte to come out in and tag both of them. So at least we didn't hear the same promo this time. And the beginning segment was pretty good with Cole. I will say that. But other than that, it's really not much to say that much about SmackDown in general, okay? Like, I don't know if I was just... I'm not saying I was bored throughout the show, but there were just some times I just kind of went in and out in a couple parts. But, some stuff was okay. I will say that. It wasn't the fucking shits like Raw, because Raw was just damn near shitty, and that was a 3-hour damn show. And it was shit, okay? It was fucking shit. That's why I say it sucked. But, hey, tell me what you think about SmackDown tonight. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Just tell me what the part of the show that you liked, anything that's regarding in the Money in the Bank, because just tell me what you think about it, if this is even good or not. But I don't know, it's a lot of weird things going on with these shows on here nowadays, especially WWE wise right now. And, like I said, check out anything. Hey, if you got time to get in the video, just tell me also, other than tell me about Raw and SmackDown, tell me what you think about that damn Sonic the Hedgehog trailer you saw today, if you saw it, okay? Tell me what you think if that movie is going to bomb or succeed. But I'm going to go from here. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.